You know, I've been trying really hard, I mean really hard, to stay optimistic about this update, about 1.15. But you know what, Mojang? I've had it. I have absolutely had it. And you wanna know why, guys? You wanna know why? I have spent, actually not that long, probably about an hour, searching for beehives, or actually bee nests, I guess they're called, in the game. I have gone thousands and thousands of blocks out. I have scoured the lands. And you know what Mojang did? You know what they did to me? Can we find it? Look down here, guys. I have scoured the lands for a single beehive. You know where it's at? Right here. This is the only beehive I have found, and they put it on the edge of a cliff. Aww. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Fyr's Frontier. Today's episode is all about the bees. It's all about the new 1.15 features that I have yet to explore until today. I put a bit of a campfire down here underneath of this beehive. I believe, or I guess the bee nest, I believe you can soak touch these. The thing is, will the bees be in them? I don't know. That's a good question. Will the bees be inside? I don't know. So this campfire is supposed to calm them down. I think before we do that, it might be possible to get some get a honeycomb, perhaps. Nope, maybe it's not quite ready yet. Yeah, I don't think it's quite ready yet. So let's see if I can soak touch this. If this goes wrong, who knows? Ow. Yes, I do indeed have a bee nest. It doesn't say if there are. I don't think I can soak touch this though, can I? No. It doesn't say that there are bees in it. So we might have to just plop it down and then see if there are bees in it. So I think I'm going to head back home, guys. Head back. I was thinking we would put a bit of a bee area over in the farming village. So I think we'll go ahead and head back home, and then I'll see what this beehive stuff is all about. Back over here at the base at Haveville, our farming village, and as you can see, the bees did come with the little bee nest here. I put some campfires underneath to keep things calm, and I can already show you guys, I've gotten 3 honeycombs from this one right here, actually. Apparently it already was full, so I used some shears on that. So I think we have a crafting bench on us. I believe we can make, is it this, and then something like this, a beehive. There we go. I can place these. I think we'll place one right here for now, and this should allow more bees. I think we don't have to have these. I believe bees can now live in these little beehives right here. So that's kind of the plan. We'll see where things go from here. I'm gonna let the bees, I guess, roam around a little bit. Hopefully they'll come back here. I think they've already come back here. But yeah, I'm hoping to make some sort of beehive building or beehive enclosure in this area as well. I'm thinking in this area right here as well, actually. I think it'll be really cool. There's a bee over here. What are you doing over here, buddy? Oh, okay, so there's that. They might go to these crops as well. I didn't even think about that, but they might like these crops as well. So got to be a little careful about that. But yeah, I believe you can breed these guys with flowers as well, which I think I might actually give a shot. You know, it might have been a bad idea to let these guys kind of roam around, because now I don't really know where they went. Maybe they're still in there. I know there's one bee over here. Hi, buddy. Do you have a friend? Oh, so you can lure these guys with flowers as well. That makes sense. If you can breed them, you can probably lure them. So, are there any other bees around here? Or did they all... Where'd he go? Oh boy. Ah. Grab another one of these. This guy's gonna breed? I don't know where... Ooh, another bee, another bee. There's a baby bee, it looks like, as well. So, baby bee? There's the baby bee. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, pollinating the flowers. This is cool. This is really cool. Well, I'll stay around here, guys. Probably breed up some of these bees and get a little bit of a bee hive enclosure design done. And then I'll bring you guys back for a progress update in just a moment. So instead of removing all the stuff in this area, I decided to put a little bit of a bee enclosure over here. And this is the sort of basic outline I think I'm gonna go with. Haven't built this at all yet, just trying to figure out exactly what I want to do, because I'm trying to stick with the same design as we have before, but I want it to be more bee focused. And I think in the middle, we'll do that in just a minute, but I think in the middle, we're gonna have a little bit, I think I don't want this, a little bit of a glass enclosure. So let's see what kind of roof design I can get going on right here. This look right? I think, yeah, I think we'll just want a spruce slab on top of that. Same thing on this side then. I'm going with spruce, like I said, just to keep with the same theme around here, because I think it looks pretty dang cool. So something like that for the roof design. Let's see how that roof design looks. Looks pretty dang good to me. I like it. I like it a lot. And that obviously probably won't even be in there, but be in there. But I think over here we have ourselves some hay bales. I want to add some hay bales for sure to this. I guess kind of the same design as we had before. What if I added in, what if I added in just spruce here? How does spruce look? Do something like that. Yeah, I think on the sides here, we're going to have ourselves some oak planks coming up here. What I'm thinking for the interior here, and I don't know when exactly we're going to do this. I'm thinking interior, we're going to have some beehives in here. And we're going to have a tree in the middle, I think, is why I wanted to do a bit of a glass dome as well. So we can have a nice sprawling tree in there, but we'll see how that goes. So same thing on this side. I need a lot more materials. I didn't realize I had so little spruce wood. Otherwise, I would have gotten a lot more before I started things. But let's go ahead and grab ourselves some more oak planks and do a little bit of this. I didn't realize I had all this oak wood, and I have all these torches in here. Why do I have so many torches in the wood box? That's kind of weird, but okay. I think we're going to do a stair there and a stair there. I think what I really want to do with this, I want to use a lot of glass in this build, like I said, and we have, thankfully, a ton of glass over here. So let me go ahead and put the glass bottles in here for now. Grab ourselves some glass panes. We're going to put a glass pane on the front of this, and hopefully this looks all right. Yep, looks pretty good to me. Not like we really need much glass, but I'm thinking on the sides here. We're going to start on the sides with a little bit of glass on there as well. So I'm thinking if I grab some glass blocks, I think I want some glass blocks, and I think I want, let's see. Oh, we got plenty of oak on us as well, so we can go ahead and do that. But I think we're just gonna do a glass frame around a lot of this. I added this little bit here as a bit of a side detail. There won't be any side entrances, I don't think, but I could add in some side entrances here. What I'm gonna do right here is add in a little bit of a brick stair, and then add in a glass block. Maybe a glass pane would look better. How does a glass pane look? Let's see. Yeah, I like that. These might be better as glass. I was gonna say those might be better as glass panes, but I don't know if I really like that. I want to do a little bit of a shape on the interior here as well. So what if we go ahead and do something like this, all the way across, and then a little bit of a V in as well. I like it. I like it. It's not really a honeycomb shape, but it's kind of similar, I guess. Do something like that. I don't know. I don't really do well with shapes and and glass and whatnot. And we'll do a lot of fine tuning to this, but I like that shape for the sides here. And obviously we'll add more details as we go along. But yeah, I think over here then we're gonna want to do a little bit of some shaping as well. I think I want this to be oak right here. I think this just looks a lot better like that. We have a little hole to peep through right there. I think I want this to be oak as well. I want to vary the oak and the glass as much as I can, at least to start off with. I want to be, like I said before, I want people to be able to see into here, but I don't want it to be a super open just yet until we get to the glass dome at the top. So not glass there. Add a little bit of an oak plank right there, and across here. And what if we did something like this? I like that. Yep, I like that. We'll have to see once this thing's done anyways. This is definitely not final as of right now because I'm doing this on the fly, but how does that look? Step back. It's gonna need a lot more details, obviously. This is a very flat side right here, but we'll see how that goes. And from back here, I like it. And I want to do the same sort of roof design on the top, mix in some spruce and with a little bit of a glass dome. Let me go ahead, guys, and try out building some of the glass dome on top of this area, and then I think from there we'll figure out where to go. Alrighty folks, I'm back, made a little bit of progress, and I have to say, I really like these honey blocks over here. I think that they look super cool, and I think I want to infuse them as much as I can into this build. But as you can see, I've done a lot of the outside here. I've basically finished the outside of the building. I added in the whole domed roof up here. As you can see, I added some spruce as well. I wasn't really sure what to do with the glass. I tried putting some honey blocks on the side here, and I decided to just leave the glass blocks as is. So I think that looks pretty good. As you can see, I added like basically tiny roofs on each side. Not that it really matters all that much. I just think that they look kind of cool. Added in hay here as well, just to keep with the same theme. And I think the honey blocks are going to work pretty well on these sides. Might add in some on the back as well. Not entirely sure yet how I'm going to do that, but we do, guys. As you can see over here, I removed these, so we do need to go ahead and place some in here, which I'm thinking I have myself a sapling, right? A singular sapling. Let's see if we can get ourselves a nice looking tree. I don't know if we can, but if we do something like this, actually, I think we want to put it this way, probably. Get ourselves some of these. And bone meal. I want to get the best. Ooh. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I wanted. I wanted a tree up through the middle here because I want to put some of the beehives. As you can see, we have the bee nests here. I think I want to get a door first, though. Let's go grab ourselves a door and put it over here. And door is almost in place. Apparently I can't place doors correctly. There we go. But yeah, if we step outside, this is the kind of thing that I'm going for. I wanted a glass roof so you could see the tree through the roof here. And I think that looks pretty cool. I like that. I like that a lot. We're going to put a pathway here as well, just so you guys know. That's why this is open right here. But another reason I wanted the tree right here is so that we can obviously make a custom tree. Do something like this maybe. Just, you know, not much on the sides here. Something a little bit like that, perhaps. But the main thing I wanted to do, and we'll add some, probably a few more textures here and there on this, but I wanted to add these beehives on here as well. I guess if we do something like that, and like, where's the other one? I thought I had another one. Is it on the floor over here? I thought I picked it up. Alrighty, guys, found it. It was in one of my shulker boxes, so we can put the other bee nest right about here. Perfect. So we have these in here. That way the bees stay enclosed. I think a bee I heard a bee. I think a bee was in there somewhere. Yeah, there we go. The bees are here. Very nice. They don't have any flowers yet. We do need to go get ourselves some flowers to put in here. But the other thing I wanted to do as well, I want to put some beehives in here. I don't know exactly where all the beehives are going to go. I'm thinking we're going to put some around the bottom of this tree. I know I want one here. And I want one there. I don't know where else I want these beehives as well, but we will definitely figure that out. I definitely need to go get myself some flowers, though, because these guys definitely need some flowers in their little area. Ooh, you know what? We have bone meal. Why don't we just use bone meal? That's a good idea. There we go. That works. I like that. They've got some flowers now. And we'll obviously need to do a little bit of something in here. But this is basically all I wanted to do for the inside. Add a few flowers and add a little bit of decoration. But that's really it. And we can add in some more beehives. Like I said, I don't really know where. They can kind of be scattered around as well. That doesn't matter all that much. I think I'm going to go ahead and put some of these in here. Add in a little bit of a custom tree right here. And we'll see how that goes. And there we go. Nice and easy. Add in a few of these down here. Added in some shape. And voila. Actually, we'll go ahead and put one more. We'll place one of these guys right here. Voila. That works just fine. Not my best custom tree, but I think it works. I think it works, and that's all I really wanted to do in the middle here. Got ourselves a tree so we can put a few beehives, or put a few bee nests, put a few beehives, and that'll basically do it. We gotta spruce up the inside, I think, a little bit, but in terms of the inside, we're basically done. Now it's just a matter of getting all these honeycomb blocks and adding a few minor details, and then we'll basically be done with this structure. And the bees will have a nice little home for themselves. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and work on some of the interior details of this build, get that pathway in, and I'll bring you guys back for a progress update in just a minute. And I believe this bee enclosure is done. And I'm quite happy actually with how this thing has turned out. As you can see, I finished the honey blocks on this side. If we go over here, I finished the honey blocks on this side as well. I think it adds a nice little pop of color on the sides. I really like this block. The more I use it, the more I like this block. Doesn't have any other purpose, I believe, other than just being a nice aesthetic block, but I think it's pretty cool. And I added the pathway all the way up to here. No real lighting yet, but if we step inside, you will see I had to add in some campfires because when I tried to harvest some of these a little bit earlier, which actually we can go ahead and harvest these now. I've been using these shears to get the honeycombs. As you can see, I think some of it's on the other side. We'll get that in a minute. But yeah, I had to put some of these campfires here. I know it doesn't look the best. It doesn't look all that great with the tree, and I can't really make the custom tree that I want, but it does keep these beehives and these bee nests and whatnot. It keeps the bees happy, and it keeps them from getting angry at me and attacking me whenever I go and harvest and whatnot. So that's why all of these are here, and so far this is all I really have. I'm not gonna have a whole ton of bees in here, I don't think, but just enough to keep this place lively. I haven't really done much with the interior over here yet, as you can see, but we will get to that soon enough. Not entirely sure how I'm going to do that just yet, but I'm going to wait until I can get a lot more of these honeycombs, and then we'll kind of move on from there. But let me know down in the comment section below, guys, what you guys think of this little enclosure. I made this completely from scratch, didn't do any sort of pre-planning for it, and I think it turned out pretty well, given that I sort of just had an idea in my head and kind of went for it, and yeah, it's not too terrible, and it fits with the theme of around here. I'm really liking how this village is turning out. We really need to work on this more. It's a pretty cool little place. I like it. I like being over here. But ladies and gentlemen, that's it for the main part of today's episode. Let me go check and see how much time we have left in today's episode. If we have enough time, I'll do something else. If not, then this is where things will end off. So apparently, there is an advancement if you get honey with a bottle. Bee, our guest, it's called. Use a campfire to collect honey from a beehive using a bottle without aggravating the bees. So hey, it looks like we got ourselves an advancement. And I got this earlier as well. I got another advancement, the other bee advancement. Total bee location. Move a bee nest with 3 bees inside using Silk Touch. I did that to get all the bees and whatnot into this place. So figured I would do that on camera with you guys, because that's a pretty cool advancement. I didn't know that they actually added 2 advancements. So got ourselves a honey bottle. I believe this helps with 6 hunger. I think it's 6 hunger bars it heals, or it restores. So that's pretty cool. But ladies and gentlemen, this is actually where we're going to wrap things up for today. As always, though, and I forgot this in the previous episode, we do have our comment of the day. I have 2 comments for us today since we missed the previous episode. So we're going to go ahead and read those off. The comment from, I guess, episode 32, which should have been read last episode, is from Nectronic, who said, "Hey, you know what they say? Carpe diem." It's a joke about carpet because in episode 32 we worked on the carpet at the end tunnel. It's a cool joke. I liked it. And the comment for today's episode, there were a lot of comments that I really wanted to include for this, but the comment I decided to pick for today's episode is from Telx, who commented about our goals. If you guys remember last episode, I talked about my 2020 goals, my 2020 New Year's resolutions. And Telk said, realistic goals for sure. Make sure not to burn out on your goals, though. Good luck. Also, does Afterlife not count as a collaborative series? When I was referencing collaborative series, I was referencing new collaborative series. So Afterlife does count, but I would like 2 new kind of one-off collaborative series to start on the channel this year. Also, make sure to not overtrain between running and weightlifting. Doing both can definitely be a grind. That's very true. I've mainly been a runner over the years. For those who don't know, I've been running pretty consistently since I quit playing sports back in after my sophomore year of high school. So it's been about 5 years now, or 4.5, something like that. Close enough. And yeah, I've been mainly a runner, and that's what I've preferred to do, but I definitely want to mix in some weightlifting with that. And it will be a bit of a challenge. I do like to run every single day, so that by itself is challenging for me. I think the key there is just going to be to cut back on running and to replace some of the running with weightlifting. So that's going to be kind of the key to keep things nice and balanced, so I'm not wearing myself out. And yeah, hopefully I can continue those goals. Let me know what you guys thought of this episode and the little beehive place that we built back there. Thank you all so much, once again, for your comments last episode and the episode before that. But ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna wrap things up for today. Thank you all so much for watching this episode of Fyr's Frontier. If you did enjoy the video, go ahead and smash that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're new and or not already subscribed. But anyways, guys, take care, and I'll see you later.